Hello and welcome to the Illumination Cinema Movie Podcast. I'm Tyler.
I'm Chris.
I'm Beth.
Holy fuck! Today we're talking about current shows on Cartoon Network for our 5th day of Cartoon Network week. This will probably be a very short episode because we only watched like one episode per series. We watched 2 for Steven Universe, but yeah. Let's just get right into it.
Let's really judge them on one episode.
Yeah.
Let's go. Hell yeah.
No Jamie ratings for this one since we can't judge them on one episode. So the first show we watched was Clarence.
Hey buddy, I'm Clarence and I do cool stuff. I do action,
Scoop, scoop, throw, throw. Scoop, scoop, throw, throw.
comedy jokes,
A gummy mommy.
romance,
I'm here to see girl.
and I even give helpful advice.
Hey, you want to know a trick? Just use your hands.
Clarence.
It's worth it.
Check out a sneak peek now on CartoonNetwork.com or on your mobile device.
Alright guys, take it easy. You're gonna break my head.
Go ahead and start us off here, Chris. What did you think of Clarence?
I thought it was garbage.
You thought it was
I thought it
garbage?
was absolute garbage the whole time. I was like, this is awful. That's the only one I thought was awful, by the way. I should just preface this by saying that.
Okay.
I was bored the whole time. The art style just wasn't interesting to me. The jokes didn't really land.
I had quite a few laughs. Not quite a few. A few laughs. I've seen like maybe 1 or 2 episodes before. Like it was about the same sort of thing. Like I think what I put down here was like I don't have strong feelings either way. Like I probably would have liked it as a kid. But yeah, like the art style isn't super appealing or anything.
It reminds me a lot of like it feels like it's an Adult Swim show that's for Cartoon Network.
Yeah, I can see that.
That's what it seems like. It's like
It's got a really cheap looking art style, but like the animation's like better than like the After Effects like kind of.
I kind of felt like it was like being held back because it's on Cartoon Network. That like there's some jokes in there I can see like it's almost like they want to make these certain jokes, but they can't because of it's supposed to be for kids.
There were like there was like the rap song or whatever in the.
Yeah, they had that. They had Game of Thrones in there.
Oh yeah, they had like a Game of Thrones.
And it's like kind of like the jokes really weren't landing there either. And it's like I watched the show and like I know I'm trying to do with it. It just wasn't working basically.
Right. Yeah, I can see that. Well, how about you, Beth?
I've actually seen 2 episodes, and the other one I saw was a bit better than this one.
Yeah.
It wasn't like quite as gross. The characters, they all have like this weird, like awkward type of thing, which I always appreciate. But other than that, it really wasn't a very appealing show to me.
Because you're talking about like the other character, like we only saw like the family here. There's like other kid characters in the ones that I saw, and they had kind of a better like their personalities are a lot more like diverse and I still laughed at plenty of the family jokes or whatever, but
I liked it when it like panned to their yard and it was disgusting and trashy.
Yeah.
It reminded me a lot of my own yard.
The probably like the funniest joke because we watched the episode we watched was called Motel. Because we're getting awfully specific here.
Yeah, I was like, make sure you mention it.
Yeah, and I just picked a random one. The joke that made me laugh the most was the whole episode's about like the mom has to like come home and like the house is a disaster all the time, and the situation gets reversed on Clarence and his dad. So they know what his mom goes through all the time. So at the beginning of it, like she opens up a closet and they like made a bug city in there, and like it goes like a flashback and Clarence and his friend are releasing a bunch of bugs in there and they're really excited about it, and then the dad back in the present like walks over and he's like, oh no, like, and then it flashes back and he's like, yes. That was the best joke in it.
It was out of this episode, which character did you like the most?
Probably the dad.
Me too. Yeah, like, okay. I had something I was going to say about the dad. It's gone. Chris.
Looks like a monkey.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like there are definitely like a lot of weird...
It reminds me of Fred Flintstone a little bit. Like, I don't know what it is.
He has like a caveman kind of look
that's
to
what
him.
it is. Yeah, it's like,
I think he's like supposed to be like a stepdad because he looks nothing like Clarence. And Clarence,
yeah, and the mom looks a lot like him.
Well, and Clarence was calling him Chad, so.
Oh yeah, that's right. I did notice that he like called him a name and he didn't say dad.
Wait, y'all want to call your parents by the first names?
Yeah. I was only to refer to my father as sir.
I didn't know the word father until I was 12.
Yeah. But yeah, like, again, this is probably one we're going to move past pretty fast because like I don't have a lot to say about it. I thought it was all right. Like, you know, pretty mid. Like, if I had to like, you know, give it a rating based on like what I've seen, like it'd be like a 5 out of 10. Like, and that's for me that's good. That's like a C average.
Neutral.
Yeah, completely neutral.
I might give it a little bit less than that, but I mean,
Sure.
then again,
Personal preference.
one episode.
Yeah.
You know, like, you know, every show we've ever watched has had bad episodes.
Sure.
Or like, you know, mediocre ones. So whatever.
So maybe we just didn't see the bad because again, just picked a random one.
Yeah.
That was available to us.
So I'm not gonna watch all the episodes of these shows. There's no way.
Based on the other episode I watched, probably 5 out of 10 too.
Yeah.
So.
Fair enough. Next one we watched was Steven Universe.
Since ancient times, the crystal gems have been the guardians of humanity, wielding unique weapons born from magical crystals, each with their own powers to...
And I have an awesome cheeseburger backpack!
That is pretty awesome.
Watch out! Steven! Woo!
Steven Universe, a new series coming next month, only on Cartoon Network.
First thing I have on that is a cool art style in there. I love the art style.
I've always admired it. Because again, like I've seen a couple episodes of this prior, and like the colors, like the art direction are really beautiful in this show, and like it's something that's recommended a lot. It's basically like I'd almost say like the next Adventure Time, where like everyone is really into it.
Sure, and like I even mentioned before we watched it, like this is something that people have been telling me I need to watch this show. Mm-hmm. It's actually like this is one of those like really good shows they brought on Cartoon Network that actually apparently has been like this show and a few other ones that we actually had watched like the Renaissance almost, like the rebirth of the good shows on there.
Mm-hmm. How about?
I remember like when the pilot came on, a lot of the characters, like the style looked completely different.
Mm-hmm.
Like the characters looked a lot more proportioned. Mm-hmm. Like they didn't have like such huge heads and everything. So I like the new style compared to that.
I've seen a little bit of the old one. Yeah.
It was still really good though. There's one character named Lars. They changed him from being like African American to like a weird orange color.
Yeah, he's the guy with the
gauges.
The gauges. Yeah.
I think everyone else looks pretty much the same though.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot more like sleek and streamlined in terms of art style.
This is definitely my favorite art style out of all the ones we watched.
Oh, totally. Yeah. I'd pretty much just be repeating myself over and over again if I wanted to talk about the art because like again I haven't delved too much into it. But yeah, like I really enjoy it. And for just to preface everything, we watched. We started with an episode from season 3 and had because I chose a later one because everyone has recommended it to me. Is like the first season's like bad. I have no idea what the fuck they're talking about because because we watched the season 3 episode. We were very confused because we didn't have any context. I knew some of the things they were talking about from stuff I had seen, so we're like, okay, fuck it. What's a good episode to start with? We looked it up and everyone was like, episode 1, you idiot. So we started that.
Let's be fair here. We only watched the first episode of the season. That may have just been a great episode, and the rest of it might just have been crap.
Yeah.
We don't know. Like I said, we don't know. We don't watch
But yeah, no, like we started watching it and like immediately, like I maybe laughed a couple times in the one we in the season 3 episode we watched, but I was like, I really don't know what's going on here.
You didn't give it a fair share.
Yeah, and like you were saying before, it's like we can't watch every episode. But it was like, man, I guess you have to watch like every. Yeah. But yeah, no, like we watched that first episode, and it's really good. I really enjoyed it.
My favorite part about the first episode was when Pearl snapped that.
While she's talking to him, yeah.
Like I just didn't expect that.
Yeah, yeah, they're like ripping them apart and like breaking their spines or whatever. It's great.
Just like nonchalantly doing it.
There's a lot of like little anime inspired thing. Like there's like some Sailor Moon. Like I know in other episodes, it wasn't in any of the ones we saw, but there's lots of Dragon Ball Z references and everything. Like clearly the people behind it really like that era of anime, so I could see a lot of the influence in there, and that was really cool. But I mean, honestly, I'd be willing to at some point kind of just sit down and watch this show because I really liked it. This is a question I have for later for everybody, but I guess we can kind of just say it as we're going along. This is my favorite out of the ones we watched.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Not quite.
Okay.
I mean, I would say like just as you said, I would watch this when I was a kid. This is one of the ones. Like the last one, Clarence, probably not as much. This one, probably, yeah.
Hey, how's it going? I don't know. How do you think it's going?
Get to know Cartoon Network's new show, The Amazing World of Gumball. New series premiere Mondays in May on Cartoon Network.
First note, love the randomness in the show.
It was kind of back and forth because I don't like too much of it. I remember I'd never watched like a full episode of this before, but I remember seeing things from it, and I just thought it was really obnoxious, and I didn't like anything about it except for the art style, because the mixed media stuff is really cool in here. But the one we watched, it's like I think it might have been the latest season, because I've been hearing a lot of good things about it recently. And yeah, like the mixed media stuff's really cool. The lighting in it, like I think it was like a Halloween special that we watched.
Yeah.
The lighting in it's really awesome. And yeah, like I thought it was like I laughed quite a few times.
Yeah, I think all the jokes landed for me pretty much. Like I was laughing the whole time. That was a great show.
Mm-hmm.
It got a little too childish for me.
Yeah.
And I've seen a few of the episodes that are all pretty much like that. Which,
right.
What you said about like the shadowing and stuff, that's really good.
Did you think that the farting and burping monster thing was a little much?
That and like, I mean, some jokes I was just like.
I'll laugh at farts and burps every once in a while, but like I don't know, you have to. I'm very particular about it. I choose my farts and burps wisely. But like when it was just kind of like there's like a big monster just kind of like making fart sounds. I was like, all right.
At least the monster though had like a very distinct personality though. Like,
yeah.
It wasn't just like just farting or whatever. It's like it actually is like disgusting.
Oh yeah, like it was like blobbing over and like just kind of like making like you're like a little that sort of thing. Like there's like it's like Halloween special like Ghostbusters type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
We thought like they played had a little montage where they played a song. And they like combined a I don't know what the episode was called, so sorry about this, but it was like a combination of the Ghostbusters theme and a Huey Lewis song, and I was like, that's perfect. Like,
I should make one note. I appreciate fart and burp jokes in some shows. A lot more than he does.
Good for you. I'm sure you won the respect of everybody there.
But there was one episode I watched where like I don't think the dad was in this one or the mom.
Yeah, no, the parents weren't. It's just in the school.
Okay, so the mom like works, it's that sort of thing,
mm-hmm.
and the dad's like a stay-at-home dad, I guess. I don't know.
Because like the mom looks like Gumball, and then like the dad's like a big like fat pink rabbit or whatever, right?
Yeah, there's like a little sister though. Her name's Anais or something, and she's like super smart or whatever, and she looks like the dad. And then Darwin was their pet goldfish who grew legs, I guess.
Oh, the fish.
The fish.
Yeah.
No, but there was this one episode where...
I guess it would be the fish since you just said... Yeah,
it's
I'm
okay.
stupid.
There was this one episode, though, where his dad, got a job as a pizza delivery guy, and it, broke the natural order or whatever, and they just went all out with everything, going crazy and messing up because they were trying to, get him to quit the whole time.
Right.
Because everything was just out of whack in the universe.
One joke they didn't do, and, I'm kind of glad they didn't do it, because what they, their original monster was, looked cool and everything. Because they're going around scamming people out of their candy by having this little ghost girl scare everybody with this fake story. Turns out the story's true, and then the monster comes out. I was really hoping it would be a reference to the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
They thought about it and make the monster.
Yeah, it would be or at least use that same sort of gag where it'll present itself as whatever you want it to be, and then they'll come up with something really stupid or whatever. But I mean, I was totally fine with how it turned out. So is this one your favorite then, or? Okay, yeah.
Not yet.
All right.
Not yet. One of the things I liked about the show is that I kept questioning whether or not these people were that writing it, whatever, actually were on drugs. And if they were, I want them to share them with me.
Yeah. Well, because it's always the dumb thing that people say. Where it's oh, they must have been smoking a lot of weed when they wrote that. No, if they smoked a lot of weed, they just wouldn't have done it. They would have sat around giggling about it.
Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
He made what was it, the Walrus movie?
Oh, Tusk.
Tusk, yeah.
But no, there are a few things in here. I was what the fuck is even happening?
That was awesome. I like the random humor.
Yeah.
So this is definitely second favorite.
Okay.
Also, I definitely would watch as a kid.
Yeah, I guess adding that sort of thing onto it. Yeah, I'd probably enjoy this as a kid. Any other final thoughts on Gumball? Okay, so we're gonna move on to the last one, which is regular show.
I don't think I can hold this pose much longer.
I'm growing weary myself.
Whose lame idea was this anyway?
It was my idea, Rigby.
What was it your idea to set the timer for so long? My face itches.
Just hold still.
This is taking too long.
Why are we even doing this?
It's a special occasion. Now hold still or you're fired.
All new episodes of Regular Show. Next, only on Cartoon Network.
It's not a very regular show.
Technically, this one's it ended. The last episode came out this year. I think it's been running forever now.
Can you play some taps for it? Moment of silence. So anyway,
where to start?
One of the first things that you kind of notice about this show is that it has all the characters in there are just different from each other. It's nothing
oh yeah.
You have the Gumball guy. You have I guess it's their dad or whatever has the huge head the.
Oh, that's just a guy.
Oh, this guy's that's a guy.
Okay. It's an old guy. Pops.
Okay, Pops. Okay, I wasn't sure about the one.
I've seen quite a few, not a lot, but several episodes of regular show in the past, and I've liked every single one I've seen. Mm. It's the one we watched today was where they're prank calling people. They face the master prank caller.
Just a cell phone with arms and legs. Yes. It was fucking funny.
I was constantly laughing throughout this.
Yeah.
I really dig the humor of regular show. It's 2010 when this came out, along with Adventure Time, and I haven't given Adventure Time more of a chance because I hear it again got better as it went on, but I've always just kind of thought the humor was obnoxious and a little too kiddie for me. Mm-hmm. But this is obnoxious too, but in a very different way, and I think it's played a lot funnier. Where I feel you're supposed to be laughing with the Adventure Time characters. You're kind of laughing at what dorks these guys are, and I think that plays a lot better.
So I was watching an interview one time. It was J.G. Quintel.
J.G. Quintel.
I always get the first two what's wrong? Yeah. Anyway, he was talking about like when he was casting for voice actors, he wanted they like came in with like these weird like eccentric voices or like playing it all up, and he asked them to like talk in their normal voices, and that's how he casted them because he wants everything to seem like regular at first. So I've seen quite a few episodes of these. It'll always be like a normal situation at first and then turn into something completely freaky. And a lot of the characters, like, not the main ones we've seen, but a lot of like the people, they'll just look like really, really plain. And then just all this like crazy stuff is happening around them.
I was just going to say, like, really, before we're too far away from voice actors, J.G. Quintel, the creator, is Mordecai, the bluebird. And then Mark Hamill is the white gorilla guy.
Oh, huh. Yeah. Nice.
Doesn't sound like him at all.
Great voice actor.
Yeah.
I really love the show.
Mm-hmm.
And like the art style, again, the people look kind of plain and kind of like thrown together, but like the backgrounds are usually really good. The effects are usually really good. I do have like one bad thing to say about the show, and there are a few jokes, like the weird like thing they do.
They do it a little bit too often.
They do it in every single episode.
Mm-hmm.
There's that joke. There's a character that goes, "Your mom" instead of, or no, he goes, "My mom" instead of "your mom."
Yeah.
And every single episode,
it's like the little short green guy.
Yeah, that gets really old. But I think that's my only bad thing to say. Otherwise, like, I think it's a pretty solid show. It's definitely different.
I wrote one down. I wrote one note down. I said I enjoyed every episode I've seen. I laughed a lot.
I think you've seen 2 in the AM PM.
Yeah, the college short that Quintel made.
He did another college short called like Ambassador from Lollyland, and it's about Pops. So he took like his characters and stole from himself basically.
Right, yeah. And 2 in the AM PM is like short about these two guys in a convenience store like taking acid or whatever, and they turn into Mordecai and the Gumball guy. But like it's just funny for me to think like, oh yeah, these guys who are like in this like drug comedy short ended up in a Cartoon Network show.
I mean, it's interesting that we'll see like how many times like where the creator was like, I made this in college or whatever, and like they kind of like made like this kids show when it's like it was it Powerpuff Girls was
Bastu.
Yeah.
You got the Billy and Mandy short ahead of like when the show came out, and same thing with Johnny Bravo, and I think Dexter's Lab was also like that. Like just a lot of them start out like that. That sort of way.
Got transitioned into being a children's show.
Yeah.
Ambassador from Lollyland. It's really, really short. Basically, Pops is like from this magical land called Lollyland, and he goes to eat like at a restaurant, and he tries to pay the people with lollipops, and they're just like what the fuck, no, and like he's just like how rude could you be? And I think they end up like not beating him up, but they like hit him or something, and he's just like I'm sick of this world. He goes back to Lollyland, but they think he's just crazy at first.
Yeah.
And that's basically it.
My favorite joke in this episode is they're banned from using the phone because they keep prank calling everyone. So they're banned from using the home phone at like the place where they live, and Pops is using like his phone, so he gives them 2 80s cell phones. And he's like, oh, be careful with those. They say they'll give you brain tumors. And then, like, his head's just like a giant pink ball, and it starts pulsing. I was like, that's fucked up. I love it.
Because they're wrapping the aluminum foil around their heads.
My favorite joke also involves Pops. Like, okay, well, in the Lollyland short, he's still kind of, like, goofy, but he's more, like, sophisticated,
Right.
Like, but in regular show, he's always, like, just, like, insane.
Right.
So they do like a flashback of him when he's much younger, and he's just normal, just sophisticated and stuff. and then they hit him with a go-kart.
Yeah.
And then he gets up and he's just like,
he starts giggling. Yeah.
So they made him insane.
Yeah.
And I had never noticed that when I first watched that episode.
Yeah. So is this your favorite one then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gumball almost wasn't my favorite one, and then this one.
Right. Yeah. This one is just very funny. This is another one where I probably would sit down and like watch the show. I think it's probably on Hulu. I'll probably just do it sometime. But yeah, I mean that's about those are all the ones we watched. There's obviously like one major one that we skipped, which was Teen Titans Go. I've like seen an episode or two of Teen Titans Go. We don't have to watch it.
Ben 10.
Yeah, and then there's like the Ben 10 reboot, and like you guys, like I don't think either of you guys watched like the original show or anything.
No, I did.
Oh, did you?
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, like, oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. You've told me about it. Like that was like right around the time like you would.
Yeah, I already passed that. I was right past.
Like I was kind of on my way out, but like I liked Ben 10. Like it was interesting concept. I think it's like from the same. It might be from the same studio that was doing Teen Titans. Don't quote me on that. You can tell me if I'm wrong. Yeah. So yeah. I liked the original show. I don't know if it holds up or not. But apparently the reboot of that is basically like the same thing they did with like Teen Titans Go, where they just turned it into a comedy. So I didn't really have a lot of interest in watching it. So yeah, a handful of good shows.
Yeah,
on here.
Yeah.
Bye.